This is one funeral I can't avoid.
Sam, got a moment? I hope you know you've got my honest sympathies. If there's anything the Basswood Police Department can do for you, or even just little old me, you give me a holler, all right? For now, I wanted to tell you, we found Declan's fingerprints on Dennis's gun. Dickie's statement also corroborates your testimony. No charges are going to be filed against you. It's clear self-defense. Still hard to believe a man I trusted was running a drug ring. Here.
She's worried about her re-election chances as sheriff. She's playing cleanup for the whole police force right now. Before you answer, just remember, it's always nice to have a police chief as a friend. It wasn't your fault. No one saw it coming.
I still would have trusted him with my life. He was serious, dedicated. Looking back, maybe obsessed.
That's a rot that grows deep under the floorboards. I didn't see it either.
What happened isn't on you.
Thanks, officer.
Bess, hon. I've known you too long for you to call me anything else. Anyway, I guess I've kept you long enough. I'll let you go now. Look after yourself, Sam.
Just remember, this funeral isn't about you, or even Anna. It's about everyone. Us mourners sharing catharsis. I could use some of that today. Listen, empathize, express yourself. Let them see she mattered to you. Don't be afraid, and you'll be fine. It's been a rough week.
Yes, it has. Maybe the roughest I have ever seen. And I've lived almost twice as long as you.
He's completely lost faith in himself. First Nick, now Anna, and he's convinced he could have prevented Nick's death if he had only listened. He doesn't want to retire so much as he thinks he should retire. There'll be better weeks than this. It'll pass.
I know. Time heals all. It's hard to find any truth to it right now. So many people I love are gone. It leaves a pallor on the world. I'm not sure where I'll go from here. What about you? Did you have time to consider what comes next?
I'm not planning to stay in town. Nothing for me here anymore.
Hard to blame you. I might leave as well, if I'm being honest. Time to hang up my saddle.
Basswood won't be the same without you.
Losing the press is always a terrible thing. But if you're interested, you could always step into my shoes. You've proven time and time again you're the quintessence of a journalist. I should have told you a long time ago. So what do you say?
Well, if you're serious, I do need a job. Besides, it's not like I can do anything other than write. And it'd be an honor to follow in your footsteps. I'll do my best.
I'm glad. And I know you will. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough. Make sure to look after yourself, Samuel.
Same to you. You're angry. You have every right to be.
I should press charges. You could have killed people. I'm
truly sorry for what happened. I was so obsessed with finding Dickie. I was out of line.
You were. But your actions also stopped a truly terrible man. Sam, do not lose yourself in obsession. It is a most dangerous place to be lost.
I was lost there for a time, but I think I've found myself now.
So, was it worth it in the end?
It has to be worth it. Anna gave her life to stop him.
We can only hope she felt the same. I'm sorry for your loss, Sam.
Bug? Things will get better, I promise.
I hope so. I wish I hadn't given Anna such a hard time before. She didn't want to be a stepmother, and, well, I didn't want to be a stepdaughter. Now, I don't know. I'll never know if it could have been okay. I shouldn't have told you about my dad.
I'm glad you told me. And not just because you were right.
I know, Muley. I always knew you'd listen. Even when I was mad at you.
I told you it was a mistake to indulge her back at the pub. Well, I officially admit that I was wrong, and now I can see why.
If I hadn't said anything, this wouldn't have happened to Anna. But I was so mad about my dad. So mad that I couldn't even cry. Well, I couldn't until now. Until I finally knew what happened. And that makes me feel selfish. Like all of this happened because of me.
Come here.
So, it's not my fault?
It's not your fault any more than mine. Do you think it's my fault? Then there you go.
Sam. Of course, she just walks off. I don't know how to reach that girl. It was hard before, but now she's completely shut me out.
She's still trying to make sense of all that's happened. She's been through a lot. Maybe Basswood just isn't the right place for her anymore.
You don't understand. It's not that easy to leave.
Kathy, I'm not here to judge. I just want to help.
I know. Sorry. I've just been dealing with so much lately. You've always managed to get Joan to talk to you. Any advice?
Now, Sam, we need to be really careful about this. Kathy's already on edge. Joan noticed her mom is overdoing the painkillers, but we can't just kick the door down and confront her directly. You can't keep blaming her for everything. You also have to work on your own issues.
What? Who are you to say that to me? You don't know the first thing about me.
I know Joan feels you don't listen to her. She told me last week she was about to leave for her aunt's. She even told me about your pills, Kathy.
She did. And you didn't think to come warn me? This shows how much you really care about her. Anyway, I was going to take some time off work, get myself together. After everything that's happened, I figured it's time I got a hold of things. I didn't need you to tell me that. Take care of yourself, Sam.